Welcome to the Mosaic Cup 2022 Gospel Outreach event, Soccer Indoor Tournament. We are so blessed and we are so excited for this event. Many are going to hear the gospel. Thank you.
Thank you, Green Guy. Thank you, Pastor. Thank you, everybody who's here. I know it's very hard to host a soccer tournament, at the last minute or whatever it was, but to gather everybody here to play and give it all, it takes time, it takes energy, and it's very stressful. So we have young guys and different backgrounds, we're trying to get everybody together. It's very hard, it's very challenging, and I can see it in, a lot of our eyes. We're like, oh man, let's just play. But really thank you, Beam, and thanks to my Ford team for coming out. Yeah! Even though we played yesterday too, but I was telling them, let's go, and then we're here now. And we're also just, drafting for the Army, so we're ready. And I'm just kidding.
I can't walk.
All right, so one quick story I'll share with you guys. And, this is a story that I heard from somebody else. This is a story actually that's found in the Bible. It's a story that Jesus told. It's a story that he told to give an example of what God is like, so that we could understand what his love is like and how he treats others. Anybody in this room have any brothers? Raise your hand if you have a brother.
A lot of brothers.
You probably never fight with your brothers. You always get along with your brother. Never any jealousy, never any conflict, right? Brothers fight, siblings fight, there's conflict. Sometimes they're jealous of each other, right? So Jesus told the story of two brothers. And he said that there was one brother who he decided he was going to go away, and he asked his father if he could have his inheritance early. He said, "Can I have the money that I'm going to have when you die?" And his father said, "Okay." So that hurts his father. He wants to leave the home, right? And so he takes the money and he goes, and it says he spends it on wild living. He lives however he wants to live, right? So who knows what that meant? Women, alcohol, who knows? He was not good with that money. He went and blew all of that money. And it breaks the father's heart. And one day he finds himself, and he's at the very bottom. He's got nothing left. He burned through all of that money, spent it all. And he's there, and he went to work on a farm, and now he's eating the food of pigs, right? And he says to himself, man, even my father's servants back home have it better than I do. I'm going to go back to my father and just ask if I can get a job and work for him again. Because he thinks to himself as he's walking, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna apologize to my father. I'm gonna say I'm sorry, I blew it, and maybe he'll just give me a job again. So he begins to walk home, and his father sees him coming. And now, how do you think the father feels? I mean, this kid took father's money, spent it all. A lot of fathers would be upset, would be hurt, would be frustrated. Never heard from him, never wrote, never got in touch. The father sees him coming, and he runs to him. And he says he throws himself on him and he hugs him. He loved his son that had hurt him, that had wasted his money. The father welcomed him back. And in fact, the father actually said to his other servants, go get a robe for him, go get my ring, let's have a party. And he throws a huge feast for this son that had rejected him because he was home. He was just happy to have him. And Jesus told that story because he wanted to illustrate that God is like that father. That even though we may reject him and go and live for things of this world, go and live for money, for pleasure, right? God is always willing to welcome us back. We'll humble ourselves and ask for forgiveness. That's what the love of the Father is like. And that's how this father treated his son. And so maybe some of you are like that, where you've said to God, I don't want anything to do with you. I want to go and live my own way. Just know that he's willing to welcome you back. And my prayer for you is that you wouldn't wait. That you wouldn't put it off, that you would stop pursuing the things of this world and come back to him. But there was a second brother, there was an older brother. And it says that older brother, he heard this big party going on for his younger brother. And he went to see he wanted to hear what was going on, so he said, hey, to one of the servants, what's happening? What's all that noise? Why is my dad throwing a big party? And he heard that his younger brother had returned home. You think that older brother was happy? Why not? He was jealous. He said, wait a minute. My younger brother basically spit in my father's face. He took his money, he ran, he blew it all, and here I've been home this whole time, working, helping. I've been a good son. And now you're going to throw a party for this one. And the father went out to him and said, please, come in, have a party, let's celebrate. Your brother that was lost has been found. The story ends right there. Jesus told that story about the other brother to say, there's some of us are like that older brother, where we think that we'll be accepted because we do good things. And that's what the older brother did. He had lived a good life, he was a good boy, he was obedient, he never left, he didn't do what that other son had done. He tried to impress his father, though, by his good works. And that's not what the Father desired. And so Jesus told a story to say, there's two types of people in this world. There's those who turn their backs on God and go for things of this world. And there's others who try to impress God with their good works. The reality is He knows our hearts. And so it's not about living for the things of the world, and it's not about religion, trying to be a good person. It's all about grace. And that's what we find in Jesus, is that He offers us salvation through grace, not through our good works. And at the end of the day, that son was lost. He was separated from the Father as well because he was trying to do all the right things for the wrong reasons. And what God wants for us is to trust Him. To trust that when Jesus came and He went to the cross, He gave up His life. And He said that I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father but through me. Not by being a good person, but by trusting in Jesus Christ. So whether you find yourself as that younger brother who's gone off into the world, or as the older brother who's tried to just be a good person, know that salvation is offered through Jesus. He's the one who said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father but through me. And so our prayer for you is that you would trust in Him to find salvation in Jesus Christ. There's nobody like Him. He offered His life in exchange for yours, to pay for everything that we have done. He died in order to take our place and pay for our sins. So we pray that you would trust Him. Ultimately, that's what matters most in life. He gives us good things to enjoy. Soccer's fun. Friendships are fun. But the thing that matters most is having a relationship with God. And that comes through Jesus Christ. So we want you to know that. And know that we care about you guys. We're praying for you guys. And if any of you wants someone to pray for you, please let myself know, let Dean know, Jorge know. We would be happy to pray with you. If you've got a need, there's something in your life you're worried about, or hurting in any way, we'd be happy to spend the time to pray with you. But just know that we care about you guys. Life's much bigger than soccer. We know that each one of you has joys in your life. We know that each one of you has trials, things that you're going through, and you don't have to walk through them alone. Right? So let me pray for you, and then whatever you want to do. God, we thank you for your great love. And you are not like us. We thank you that you are forgiving. We thank you that you are kind and compassionate. Lord, we do thank you for each of the men in this room. Thank you for the gifts that you've given, the abilities that you've given. Thank you that we can come here today to play and have fun. Help us to care for one another. Help us to show kindness and respect. And we pray that each one would seek after you. There is nothing greater than to know you and for you. We pray these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Go in, bro. I thought you were the property maker, bro. No, bro. Yo, we have another city now, bro.
Oh shoot.
Exactly.
Yo, this camera is nice.